Okay, here we go. So, surprise, surprise, the theme for today, given the weekend coming up, is our Independence Day and the celebration and all of that. And it's interesting for me certainly to take in the political landscape, the social landscape, and just everything that's going on in the world. And I thought it'd be a really cool opportunity to take a few minutes today to drop into some of these terms. I guess they would be, at the end of the day, I think they're descriptions of our values, right? If you think of the founding fathers and what were they expressing and articulating, and what is this whole experiment called America or the United States here? What is it all about? I like to think it's about values, right? There's some essential core values that we ascribe to every human being. And, you know, in theory, the whole system, the whole infrastructure is intended to uphold those values, to protect the weak, the disenfranchised, give everyone opportunities and so on. So there's a lot of these terms that get used. So I'll intentionally drop into, a lot of the languaging that gets used on a celebration like this weekend. And I thought it'd be cool to just spend some time actually dropping in, being still, and just checking in with ourselves about, like, what does this stuff actually mean to us? How do we embody it? How do we live it on a daily basis? Because my guess is all of us are doing what we're doing here at the end of the day because we want to feel more congruency and more alignment with what our core values are. And I like to think that, the United States and the celebration that we're walking into, it's really what it's intended to be. And whether or not it is, at the end of the day, is kind of up to us, to each of us to embody and live. So let's give it a shot, see where it goes. So close your eyes. I'm certainly appreciating a not busy day. I feel like I'm way on the left end of my busyness continuum right now. I've been on the road a lot, working a lot in the clinic. And so just having the space to get to this call on time, be set up without it feeling like it's like there's sort of any frantic energy in there, feels like a really welcome change. So see if you can just feel into appreciating the stillness right now. Just breathing, appreciating the simplicity of just noticing. All we got to do right now is just sit, be quiet, just show up wholeheartedly. There's no right way or a wrong way of doing this. It's just about meeting this moment. And if the mind is busy, that's okay. Just let it be busy. If there's any discomfort in the body, just give that some space too. Let the body have its experience. And hopefully this weekend is an opportunity for reflection, community, celebration. As you imagine yourself heading into this weekend, whatever your plans are, here's some things to contemplate. So liberty and freedom. You can't have 4th of July without liberty and freedom being mentioned a million times. And so I guess the question I'm posing is, what exactly does that mean to each of us? Probably a lot of overlap, but for all individuals with a personal history, we find ourselves in this circumstance in life right now. So, what is liberty? What is freedom? What does it mean on a personal level? What does it mean being a member of this country, having this nationality and this culture? And of course, the $1 million question is how to live that, how to put whatever just came up for you, how to actually put that into practice today, this weekend, this year. Yeah, just see what comes up, see what pops into your head as we think about it. Another one term that's used a lot is equality. Feels like a real loaded one these days. There's so many different ideas about what that means, and so whatever comes up for you, just and what does equality mean in your home life, relationships, with your spouse, your kids, friends, neighbors. If there's any part of you that feels like you're on the sort of the wrong end of the equality equation, what does that mean? What would it take to change that? What might you need to do to shift that? Or if you're on the privileged side of it, how do you pay that forward? How do you leverage the fact that you're on the quote unquote winning side of this equality equation, and how to help others have those same benefits? Next one is independence. Independence from whom? With whom? For what reason? Of course, we can look at independence through this lens of, I think, of my parents aging. Their sense of independence has shrunken dramatically, primarily for physical reasons. Yet they're lucky; they're financially independent, right? So I'm just sort of putting all of that on the table just to reflect on, what does independence mean? And are there any parts of your life where you feel like you want more independence, where you want to contribute to the independence that others might experience and benefit from? Are there any changes to be made in life and how we live life? Another common phrase is the pursuit of happiness. My guess is that's all that we all want that on some level. And I guess I'm just posing the question here. Well, again, what does that mean? Are you satisfied with your pursuit of happiness? Are you spending enough time putting energy and effort into it? Are you spending too much time fixated on being happy? Maybe that's impacting or has a negative impact on your day to day life. Of course, all these values are interrelated, they're interdependent, right? So, equality, independence, happiness, freedom, they all overlap in terms of our own goals, and then certainly how we, as members of a wider community, either as citizens of this country or members of our community, our family, how do we contribute to others? Again, I don't think there's any right or wrong answers here. It's really just noticing whatever comes to mind as you think about these things, and maybe there's certain areas that you're looking at saying, "Oh yeah, I could probably improve or spend more time focusing on that in my life and helping others." And take a deep breath in, long, slow out breath through the mouth, softening the belly, relaxing the chest. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In and out. Just settling into the body, just letting it go. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just keep your eyes closed for a moment. Let the body breathe on its own. Values aren't goals in the sense that they're things we strive for and then at some point we accomplish the goal and we're done. I think they are sort of handrails for how we want to live our life. There's certain times when we're more capable at it than others, but I think holding them front and center in our day to day is ironically is a sort of is a path towards freedom, independence, happiness, all that good stuff. Open your eyes, come on back. All right, everyone, go eat some hot dogs, burn some stuff down with fireworks or whatever you do. Appreciate you guys. Love you and see you on Monday.